Hey, long time no see, fellow traveler. You're lucky. I'm bored and I'm itching for someone to lay a story on me. I told you about hate and how I missed the summer and walked right into the fall, right? You want to hear about following the dead? It was a few years of bliss and acid. Then I found its problems. So, got any good, hopeful stories? Oh, that's good. I'll share that one when I get back home. Home. Well, eventually I missed the idea of having a home. A real home. Not a van or a tent. A place I could put down real roots. I had a little girl on the way, and I wanted her to feel like there was somewhere she belonged. You know, I'd love to hear a really good, scary story. Oh man, that's really good. Luck. I was so lucky. For a while it felt like a charmed life. Here it was, everyone sharing, getting along, traveling together, and sharing this music. It was smaller than the hate scene, but wonderful. So anyway, got any good ghost stories? Oh wow, that's scary stuff. You were really good at telling these. It changed over time. The band did, of course. Keith and Donna Jean joining, musical experiments. But the heads did too. The hard drugs started showing up again. Anyway, you got any good, hopeful stories? Oh, that's a good one. You gotta tell me more about those folks sometime. In the future? I guess the long, strange trip will continue. I can't imagine when it'll ever end. The music will never stop. You know, I'd love to hear a really good, scary story. Oh, wow, that's scary stuff. You were really good at telling these. Travel was a big part of it, yeah. Always, constantly on the road. Town to town, show to show. Sometimes the band would take a few months off, then you'd crash somewhere for a bit, work some gigs. Well, it's been a while since I told anyone all those old tour stories. Thanks for listening, stranger. I like remembering those days. I'm headed this way. Got a ride to catch. Maybe I'll see you around again.
I had me a wife, a baby girl, but no livelihood. I tried my hand at my daddy's factory work, but I wasn't up to snuff. For every bottle I filled on the line, I emptied my soul. When the war started, I figured I'd fight for my country, but they wouldn't take me on account of all those years reading, couldn't see well enough. But the Merchant Marine, they took me as I am, and then I had everything. But you tell me, what's the wildest thing you've seen on the roads out here? That's the kind of adventure that sticks with you. My home. When I was a kid, home was my daddy on his chair and mama listening to the radio. But for a while there, the sea was my home. As welcome as a worn leather seat. Its call sweeter than any music. Anyhow, you got any stories that end looking up? I miss those hopeful ones. Well, that one sure makes me smile. My wishes, I don't know if they came true. When I read those rags as a kid, imagine seeing distant shores. That was nothing compared to the real deal. I went further and saw more than any of those writers ever did. But you know, the books I miss the most is the hopeful ones. Leaves a warm feeling in your chest, huh? Bondage. You take an oath when you become a mariner, binding you to fulfill your duty to the United States. But that bond don't go both ways. So I miss them blood-pounding adventure stories. My blood's pumping. That's the kind I used to like as a boy. Trust. Thought I trusted Louisa with my heart, with my life. But in too many ports I learned it's hard to believe in someone who ain't there. But you know, the books I miss the most is the hopeful ones. Sounds all I got is memories. The seawater splashing against my face. A new sky, sun setting over a new port. Just a few sips, and I'm back on my ship like the past ain't dead and gone. Ah, here's the sun. Time for me to get going. If you ever find yourself over this way, ask around for me. I'll have more stories for you about the sea and the brothers I left behind out there. a moment, when I saw you coming close to the fire, I thought I saw a friend I made in port. Haven't seen him in years. But you know, the books I miss the most is the hopeful ones. Leaves a warm feeling in your chest, huh? Joy. You ever been in a ship rolling on the open seas? The crash of the waves, the captain yelling orders. Those stories couldn't hold a candle to the thrill of really being in the thick of it. Anyhow, you got any stories that end looking up? Sounds like it wants to be a story from the good old rags, my home. But for a while, anyhow, you got any stories that... Come on, freedom's tricky on the sea. As mariners, we never had a choice where we went or what we did. But on the sea, I never felt as free from my daddy's eyes or as far away from those fields outside of town. So I miss them blood-pounding adventure stories. That's the kind of adventure that sticks with you. My fate? I was supposed to be in the cargo hold. Crate of munitions got loose, but I was running late. If I'd been there when the ship got hit, done what I was told, I'd be dead for sure. Maybe it'd be better. But you tell me, what's the wildest thing you've seen on the roads out here? I seen things I trust. Thought I trust, but in too many... Well, time to get going. But talking with you brings it back. The good and the bad. And the bad's what sticks. I died the day my ship was sunk. I felt alive on that sea with my brothers. And knowing I was doing right by my family, my country. Almost wish I never felt that way. Never knew what I'm missing now. Maybe I'll find it here at the bottom of this bottle.
scrawl my name on the bare bones of the earth. I'm gonna dig my heels into the ground. 'Cause when that ferryman comes for to tally up my worth, I won't leave much to find that can be found. I'm gonna heft my spade up upon my weary back. I'm gonna keep lacerates tucked in my soul. 'Cause when my coals burn low and my trains run out of track, won't be no one else to dig my hole. Who'll bury me. Well, I'm gonna cast my stones o'er the waters of this land, and by I'll see them far and long. When the night come down for to take me hand in hand, this will be my tale, my vagrant song. Yeah, this will be my tale, my vagrant